Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session. So I just want to briefly introduce myself. I'm Dr. Rashmi Kulkarni, co-founder of Arna Gen Next Solutions. So it has been an amazing 1 year. And what I would like to share with you outright is that we just celebrated our first anniversary on the 23rd of August, which was the same day as the successful landing of Chandrayaan-3, as we all were highly anticipating. And we were just thrilled to be celebrating it on the same day. It is something that will remain in our memories forever. What a momentous occasion that was. And while we go back to what we had been up to in the past 1 year, it has been full of adventures. It was quite a ride. We have done a lot of amazing things that, some that were planned, some were very impromptu. One of the things that we started this year, we had talked about it last year, is the courses related to the human microbiome. So we have actually started offering these courses for graduate students, for PhD students, for faculty, for anybody who is studying life sciences or medicine, to get an idea as to what the microbiome is and how important that is for our life to prevent all of the diseases that we know of. And while we were doing that, we also did a lot of outreach programs for the several years, even before we registered this company. We have been doing outreach programs to educate the layman, the school children, and everybody else about the function or the importance of these microbes or germs in our body. They are our invisible organ. How can we keep it healthy? While we were doing that, many people came up to us and said that, oh, all of this is fine. We had no idea that we need microbes. We keep killing all of the germs that we have by using antibacterials and all of the things that we use in daily lives. So what can we do? What are the solutions? Are you offering any of the solutions where we can bring in all of these microbes back into our lives, where we can improve our health? So that was something that left us thinking that can we provide a sustainable solution that can really transform people's lives, because we know what happens when we do not have a high diversity of microorganisms in our lives. So there we came up with this amazing program called Shatayushi. So Shatayushi means someone who lives up to 100 years or more. And what this program has, it has the 4 basic wonderful pillars which hold this amazing program together. And the very important aspects are nutrition, exercise, mindset, and the microbiome. Most people, when thinking of any of the health goals, just focus on either nutrition or exercise, or maybe some kind of a combination of both. But they are not considering the absence of all of these wonderful germs in their lives. And they're, of course, not considering their mindset or the chronic stress that we all have in our lives. If we look back at even the pre-pandemic era, the pre-pandemic, during pandemic, and now post-pandemic, the amount of stress that we have in our lives makes it nearly impossible for us to reach any kind of health goal, no matter what kind of nutrition we follow, no matter what kind of exercise we do. And we have seen many such examples in real life. That's why we decided to bring in this important aspect. That's why we have Medha here, who is a mental health coach. What a wonderful addition to our team. So welcome, Medha. Welcome to this session. And I would like you to give a brief introduction about the kind of amazing work that you do.
Thank you so much. And thank you for this wonderful opportunity. The moment Rashmi approached me saying that, Medha, I have this program called as Shatayushi happening. And we are talking about microbes and we are talking about gut health. And the moment she said gut health, it connected to me, to my mind, because I always talk about gut feeling, right? And there's a huge connect between our mindset and our gut set, right? So that's where I instantly connected with the topics that she's been talking about. And once we do a proper root cause analysis, when we do a proper root cause analysis with what all kind of challenges people are facing in the post-pandemic era right now, everything inevitably is zeroing down to being high stress levels, right? High anxiousness. And this is adding up to all the parameters about health. The weights are ever increasing, the BPs are fluctuating, hemoglobin is going for a toss, and the blood reports are going heavy. And it's very easy to label, okay, the world is depressed. People are highly depressed. There is a lot of depression happening. India is going to become the depression capital of the world. They have already labeled us saying that India is the diabetes capital of the world. India is going to be the obesity capital of the world. Are we waiting for such labels? Do we even want such labels for us? We are the ones. The word Shatayushi is an Indian word, which means that you lead a long and healthy life that goes beyond 100 years. So we are here to live for a century. Why? Because the health industry has come up so well that the lifespan has been increasing. The lifespan was quite less even a few decades ago. Right now, the inventions of medications, the inventions of new procedures, we have been inventing medications even to deal with cancer. How many cancer survivors we have today? So the medical health is really doing wonders. It is allowing us to lead a long life. My question, are we leading a long and a healthy and a happy life?
Absolutely,
if you are
as you
living for
rightly
100
pointed out.
years,
Yes, so just talking about that labeling, we are also the youth capital of the world. We have the highest number of youth, and if we are able to properly channel all of these aspects that we talk about to the young population, how healthy our nation is going to be. Do we need all of the labels that are sticking to us right now?
Absolutely. When Rashmi said that we are youth, what does it mean? It means that we have an average age of 28 years, whereas the rest of the world is aging. If I talk about figures, Japan is close to 50 years as an average age. Australia is close to 40 years as an average age. Germany is 38, France is 39, UK is 40 years old. Even the most developed country, United States of America, is 39 years old. Whereas India is just 28 years old. What does this mean? It means that more than 65% of our population is below the age of 25 years. When you and me were young, Rashmi, did you even know the word stress? Did you even know how to spell stress?
No, absolutely not.
But right now, when I work with people, and I work with students a lot, children as young as 7 years, 8 years are experiencing stress. Where is this coming in from? Let's work on this. Let's do a proper root cause analysis. And let's come up with beautiful tools, techniques, and strategies that are practiced around the globe. Right? And how we can bring this in. You have a sanitizer to sanitize your hands, which kills all the important microbes, is what Rashmi keeps telling us. But do you have a sanitizer to clean your mind? What is it? So let's learn these wonderful techniques that will help me. I know I'm leading a long life. That is, we are all blessed with right now. We are leading a long life. Let's make this long life more healthy, more happy. And that's when we bring in beautiful relationships. That's when we come up with lovely personality developments. And when we coin all these things together, that is where we are coming up with a 360-degree transformation.
You're absolutely right. Yes. So
how many of us are aspiring for this?
Yes, 360-degree total transformation. So when we named this Shatayushi 360-degree total transformation, it sounded like, I am sure whoever saw it must have thought that, oh, it's too ambitious and these people are just doing it, overdoing it, saying that it's a total transformation. But looking at the participants that we had in Shatayushi, what did we promise when we started the Shatayushi batch? We thought we'll focus on nutrition, exercise, mindset, and the microbiome. And why did we do that? Because if we include the mindset, considering the amount of stress that people have, chronic stress is extremely, detrimental for gut health, as you rightly said. Gut is where the food that we eat is digested. No matter how nutritious that food is, if we don't have the right mindset, if we are not mentally, stress free, or if we do not have the right kind of germs to digest it, both aspects are equally important. But the amount of stress that people have does not allow them or us to properly digest the food. And that leads to accumulation of a lot of toxic products. So would you correlate mindset with gut health in that way, that the accumulation of toxic products is actually leading to all of the chronic diseases that people might have, or all of the infections, recurrent infections, or even several forms of cancers, because they are just not getting the proper nourishment that their body should from the food that they eat. So mindset is actually very, very important, and nobody even considers that. So when we introduced you that, oh, we are having a mindset or mental health coach in our team, that itself was very different for most people. That was very unexpected. And you have done amazing things with the Shatayushi team, the participants that we had in the first batch. So would you like
Thank
to
you.
share some of those details?
Thank you so much. When you come up with, the diet plans, and when you come up with the nutritional aspect, and when you come up with, the new concepts that you're telling us about the fermented foods, about the microbiomes, about the superhero and all that, you're bringing in order, right? And I just always ponder and look around the environment, and I find environment is so much in order. Has Mr. Sun ever missed to rise any morning? Has Mr. Sun ever changed his direction? Okay, today not east, let me try north to rise, and let me choose south to set. Has this ever happened ever since, I don't know how many years? More than 10,000 years is what we find some data, and it has always been that the nature has always been in order. After every summer season is what we have the rainy season. And then we have our winter season. Has this ever been jumbled up? No, right? After every polluted evening, we have a fresh morning, isn't it? So has ever this been jumbled up? No, right? Then why are we so disorganized? Now, what if I start bringing in organization into my day? What if I learn to segment and bifurcate my thoughts? What if I learn to understand what are my goals for the day? Let's go stepwise. We are talking about 360 degrees. I know it's a full circle, but we are not doing this full circle overnight. And I always talk about the 1 degree shift. The mindset is something that is going to help you stretch 1 degree extra today, right? Choose the right nutrition for you today and make that 1 degree shift in your diet. And once you start bringing this 1 degree shift into your day-to-day routine according to an order, then definitely we are talking about 90 days from the beginning till the end of 90 days. That's where we are going to experience, where we bring you into a right angle. And once you're operating from a right angle, tell me what kind of results are you going to see? Our last batch, Rashmi and me are very grateful to each one of the participants for having wonderful belief in us and in the processes that we are sharing. And when they started implementing these things into their day-to-day, Rashmi and me have witnessed the 1 degree shift in each of our participants. And that is where we both are feeling so happy and so grateful that one day we decided to be change makers for ourselves. And then we decided, Rashmi, come, let's take up this program to many people, and let's work towards making this world a more happy place, a more peaceful place, a more healthy place. And that's when we decided to become change makers for others. And believe me, our participants has really given us this opportunity to feel proud that we brought up this program. We brought this combination of these 4 pillars, and that's where we've been seeing these results. Now, by not being in order, you know what are the results in front of you. Not just when we try to bring in some kind of what I share are usually, I call them as tools, techniques, and strategies, which are evidence-based, backed by science, coming in from different parts of the world. That's where we are bringing in various activities. And these are all hands-on activities. That's when you start experiencing the results. So right from being into a state of mind where you have empowered beliefs. How many times you have heard that our thoughts create our reality? I just need to think and I'll convert it into reality. Absolutely, yes. That's the journey. We need to first think. Once we bring it into our thought process, then there is a beautiful journey of how you're going to bring it into reality. And believe me, we are going to do extreme hand-holding activities over here. All the activities are hands-on experience, very easy to implement, and all the coaches are going to be along with you on this journey. So Rashmi and me have been very happy and very grateful to listen to our clients. One technique that I would like to share with all of you all today is every single day we practice the smile day. Right? Rashmi, if you remember, initial first week, yes, the smiles were, and by the time we reached the final week, we could see new dimples. And
yes, we could see, you're absolutely right. I remember mentioning that to one of the participants that, I am, very surprised that I didn't know you had dimples. And that was something that it's not just the techniques. I'm so grateful for the participants to have that kind of trust in all of the processes that we have built together, all of these 4 pillars that need to go hand in hand. And they have trusted all of the processes that you have given. So when we did that poll of how many practices people have actually used in their daily lives, I was pretty shocked to see all of them being used. I never expected that you do this thing for 12 weeks, you introduce new techniques for handling stress, for handling anger, for, dealing with past baggage and several things like that. And people are actually using all of those techniques in real life. So I have never seen that happen actually, because every time you did the deep healing session every weekend, I've attended most of those. And the impact of attending it live was something like, it was a different level altogether. And you have heard from all of the participants every single time.
Now that's the magic of hand holding. That's the magic of being live. Actually very grateful to technology that is giving us this opportunity that we can connect live from whichever part of the globe you are in. We've been very fortunate enough to have clients across the globe, and they have been, in spite of different time zones, in spite of different challenges, they've been very regular in coming for the live sessions and attending them, and just not attending and leaving them, they're implementing them into their day-to-day life and implementing these strategies. And believe me, this has come up with so many beautiful results. And imagine if this is the magic that we can create in 90 days. Imagine how if you start applying these techniques as a lifelong technique. And that is where we lead towards being a healthy lifestyle management. When people talk about all these things, these are atomic habits, these are atomic changes that we are bringing into our day-to-day activities. And believe me, many times we've been having a lot of queries about how to help our children, make the right choices for their food, and how do we help children with their stress levels. I always endorse this, saying that as a parent, you are the most influential person a child can have. You are the most influential role model your child has. The moment you start making conscious choices, the moment you start fine-tuning your decision-making skills about what to choose about A or a B, definitely in this process of 90 days, I'm very sure children are also going to pick up these techniques along with you. And that is how, when Rashmi and me have decided to become a change maker, it's a question to each one of y'all over here listening to us. Are you willing to be that change maker? Are you willing to be that pioneer to bring about changes in your family, to bring about a movement towards health, a movement towards happiness, and a movement towards making this place a more healthier place to live in? So the environment is the same, but our behaviors are different. Our behaviors are changing. How many chips did you eat in your childhood? People say, oh, when we were of our kids' age, we didn't have so much of weight. But look at children around you. They have the weight that you are having right now. Imagine the age is young, the weight is high, and see the amount of pressure being put on the heart, being put on the gut, being put on the other vital parameters. So children obesity is a big, it's going to become an epidemic very soon. So let's help our children. Let's help this new generation. We are a young country. I want good labels for my country. I want India to be the most happiest country. I want India to get back its glory of being the most wealthiest country. The Chandrayaan safe landing has triggered so many things in every Indian. We are right now with a very high self-esteem. We are right now with a lot of confidence. You can just look around people, what kind of risk they're ready to take, what kind of decisions they are making in their life. The nation is always together. And let's be together on this journey of making our nation a happy country.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? If I just go a bit into history, 1857, they have coined it as the first war of independence. Post that, the nation had, dipped down into deep depression, saying that, okay, we've lost the battle and now we have accepted to be slaves of the colonial rule. But soon after this, when Swami Vivekananda was born, and during his journey, and somewhere in the early 1900s, when he went to Chicago, and with the speech that he made over there, with the just 3 letters that he spoke, the world recognized us again. That is where, when we rose with our self-esteem again. So we are people with very good self-esteem. It is there in our blood. It is there in our DNA. Only thing, it is just sitting with a lot of dust on it. Let's brush it, let's clean it, and let's bring back some modern techniques and some ancient techniques back into our lives, back into our routines, because in our sessions, every single day we include meditation. We include a guided meditation, and every weekend in the deep healing session, after every by the end of the session, we definitely take you into a deep meditation activity, which will help you ignite the champion sitting inside you. So let's choose to be enthusiastic Indians. Let's choose to be healthy Indians, and let's choose to be happy Indians. And we are inviting you with open arms to this program, which is, like how Rashmi said, backed up by 4 strong pillars. Right? So our foundation is very strong, and you are going to help us make our roof stronger. So let's join hands together and bring about this meaningful change into your day-to-day routine life. And that's where you're going to experience the results. So we have seen the results when things are not in order. Now let's try and see when we bring things into some order, and let's see what are the results coming up. Rashmi will share a few more results that our clients
Yes,
have
yes.
been
So I
sharing with
just
us.
want to share firstly about myself, that I was focusing on these aspects myself, like exercise, nutrition, and microbiome, quite religiously. But the one thing I was missing was the mental health mindset thing, that had not done any meditation or not really worked on it before. But even I decided to join the program, and I tried meditation before that. And what an amazing transformation it has been for me to, be much more calm and composed. And it has had a great impact on my skin and hair health. So that was something I always struggled with. I had very poor skin, very poor hair quality, and I am amazed to see the difference between, before we started this program and after, because I decided to participate too, to use that fourth pillar. I had started working on it with you even before the program started, and I realized the importance of it, and I saw what kind of a difference it made. So that's why I decided to participate. And even with the participants who came to us for completely different health goals, I had the privilege of meeting them midway through the program, half of the participants at least. Their skin was glowing. They looked different. They looked very healthy. So that is something, that's an amazing transformation, that you see your stress levels reducing, gut health improving, and then your skin is shining. People are talking about you. They are asking you, what have you changed? We have heard that from the participants. Aren't they very happy about this? That, people are asking.
Absolutely. Uh, just tell me, when you go for a beauty treatment, how much does it cost your wallet?
Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
It's
So
very heavy. It's very heavy on the wallet. And how long does it exist? Right? Now, what we all talk about, that we work internally and we exhibit externally, right? When you're getting a picture of, when you're getting a picture clicked of yourself, and the photographer is saying smile, right? And maybe due to n number of reasons, if you're not able to smile, what is the quality of the picture that's going to come? Smile is a activity or a behavior that is exhibited externally, but it is generated internally, right? The more happier you are inside, the broader smile that we see. The more healthier you feel inside, the more glowing skin you have. So these are byproducts. These are external, what do you call, ek ke saath ek free. That's a very common thing that we get to hear. Yes. But these are amazing. What we can say, they are or reversing your age. You think that's really possible? Can you race against time? Can you actually stop those wrinkles by using those products externally? That other people use their brains effectively, right? When you come across such products, do you even give a small thought? Is it even possible by just applying something externally, you're going to reverse aging? Whereas when you do the root cause analysis, when you meet the health experts, definitely they will also come and work and say, this is your diet going to be, this is how your lifestyle is going to be, this is how you need to have implications when you are consistent. When you are consistent, that is when you start experiencing the result. Degree shift every single day when she's been attending the sessions. And that's how you can see a nice, brighter, more vibrant, and look at her smile today. So if this is one result, we have multiple results like this. And that is what boosts our confidence.
And those results are in 12 weeks. We are just completing 12 weeks now.
That is what gives us more courage to talk about this more.
So we just have these results in 12 weeks. So what I was saying is that just think about what will happen if these are habits and if it is followed throughout life. What kind of an amazing transformation. We are seeing transformations now. So what is the quality of life people can expect after this? So as always, I tell that elevate your expectation of wellness. Let us elevate
Just
the expectation of wellness that people want to feel.
when you said expectations, Nara, definitely your mind will make partnership with you so that you go and achieve the set goals. You go on the path of this golden road of success that I usually like to coin it. And when we ask to our participants and the kind of responses that they have been giving us, how many times I have heard that I'm getting less angry, I'm able to take more responsibilities at work, I'm able to bring in a good balance between my work and my home. And how many times we have heard that, yes, I'm able to complete all the tasks that I have set for myself. How many times we've heard this, right, Rashmi? And the best word that I have been hearing is I feel contented, I feel satisfied. My goodness, that gives immense satisfaction to us because we took on this whole big responsibility of being change makers for others.
What
And
blew my
once
mind,
we start,
I mean, we keep getting amazing feedback all the time without even asking for it. But what blows my mind is that in one of the feedback forms at week 8, people already started saying that their expectations were exceeded in this program. We had not even completed the program. And honestly, they've exceeded my own expectations. If I talk about the team as a whole, as to what outcome we expected out of it, it
this
has
is deep.
exceeded my
This is
expectations.
actually deep gratitude for each
Yes,
one of the
I'm extremely
participants
grateful for it.
for believing in us and for believing in the processes that we've been sharing. So that's what I always say from your from being vulnerable to being resilient, from getting involved into processes like this and getting evolved in life. So this is a journey, and this is a journey of change that we would like to invite people. And it's a very sure shot saying that we are going to do a complete hand holding in this entire journey of change. And that's where we are committed to what we are saying. And all the coaches on board have been doing amazing inputs into the program. And that is how we are able to see such amazing results. So we've been very grateful for the last few weeks that we've been experiencing. And when we came across the feedbacks that our participants have been sharing with us, we feel very proud to bring forward a program called as Shatayushi 360-degree transformation, which we have received a 5-star rating from our participants. And that is something that gives Rashmi and me, it boosts our confidence in the decision that we made collectively, in the decision that we took together, that yes, with the rich experience that each one of us are coming here and bringing forward. And when we took up the responsibility, okay, let's be the change maker. And that's when we ourselves have witnessed the transformation within ourselves. On this journey, let me also share, very happy to shed few extra kilos. I've lost close to 7 kilos in the last 12 weeks.
That's
And it's
amazing.
That's big thank you to our nutritionist who's given me the right guidance. And big thank you to our fitness expert who has come up with such innovative techniques, which, in our day-to-day lifestyle, I need not invest a lot of time. I need not invest a lot in equipments, and I need not invest a lot in, with the challenges that how am I going to execute this. So with easy hands-on activities, our fitness coach has been very intelligent enough to give that extra shift. So maybe with that
Absolutely.
1 degree shift,
Yes, yes,
with
absolutely.
1 degree shift that I was able to make in day one, and today I can say, yes, I am in a right angle, and I can get into very good postures with the help of my fitness coach correcting my postures every single day. So
And
this,
I'm glad that we decided to participate ourselves, that it's not that we are telling others to do, we are also doing it with them. And that is the beauty of it, that we are also using all 4 pillars for very different solutions. Like I was working on my skin and hair health, and you were working on something else. So that is something that, that is a beauty of it. That's why we had faith, and we are moving to other batches now. The second batch, which will be in different locations, different time zones. The first was a mixed batch. Now we are coming up with a Middle East batch, an India batch, the UK batch, and then we are looking at US, Singapore, Australia for the next set of batches. So it is pretty amazing how nicely it is moving, and how much participation we are getting, what is the kind of response we are getting from people looking at the testimonials from the first batch.
so definitely it has
Yes.
been, each session is such an eye opener. We are all, brainwashed with, killing 99% of the germs, and, having Dettol and Savlon and Lysols, choline. Rashmi's first advice, throw all these things out. That
Yes.
was a huge insight what I had got, because we thought, oh, these are cleaning agents, we need to buy them more, we need to invest a lot in cleaning and killing the germs. Have we ever wondered how
Yes.
useful are earthworms? That I was just reading about earthworms, and how these fertilizers are just killing these earthworms. And
Yes.
that's when the nutrition of the land is deteriorating. So let's preserve. Save tigers is one thing. Now let's save germs for the
Yes.
better functioning of the environment, better functioning of the world
Absolutely.
at large. We are going
Yes.
to talk
We
about
have,
various concepts like
yes,
this
we will
once
talk
you're
about
on.
them. We'll talk about different aspects, but we have already started enrolling. People have started registering for the next batches. If you're interested, we do live sessions to give more information about what the background is for each of these verticals or pillars that we talk about, and about the entire program, how we are handholding, what is the structure of the program, what are the outcomes you can expect. So those are the things we go through. If you're interested, do visit our website. It is in the description below. I'll also share with it www.microbiomesuperhero.com/Shatayushi. So that is a page where you need to register or enroll for this program.
So it's a
So
warm welcome
Shatayushi.
with open
Warm
arms
welcome.
to each one of you all listening
Welcome
to
to
us.
Shatayushi.
Welcome to Shatayushi.
Yes. Thank you so much.